Crunchy! What's going on, YouTube? I am back with another arena video. I wanted to build Mono Green Stompy, and I thought it would be a great time to make new content for the channel. So if you go to Untapped GG, you can go to this page here where it will show you all of the meta decks that are available. And from this page, you can scroll down, well, from the top of the page, you can scroll down and see decks in here that people are playing. I believe this is this is win rate over time. And so you can look at right here, here's Stompy. Its win rate has stayed pretty steady, but Food's win rate has gone down. So what's up with this? Why might that be? Well, the differences in the deck are Gilded Goose, Wicked Wolf, Mammoth, and Felhedron, when in fact the Stompy deck is far more consistent. The Stompy deck runs these really nice, even costed, not even in terms of like only evens instead of odds, but a lot of them are even costed cards. Anyway, Love Struck Beast, Questing Beast, much faster than the other deck. Great Henge, life gain, draw card. Gem Razor, destroy artifact enchantment. Ooze, take care of graveyard. And Castle Greenbridge. So what I wanted to do was make my own deck, because that one, no offense to whoever made it or whoever loves it, is a little boring for me. So I wanted to make my own green deck. And my green deck is a little bit faster than theirs. It is a green snow deck, so you are playing Blizzard Brawl. I know green snow fell off, but I'm playing Guardian Guildwalker, which, when I say the next creature, is not going to make any sense. But Ram Through, Recovery, Broken Wings, Uprising, and then Glowstone Recluse. We are a +1/+1 counter deck with Mutate. We have our Enchantment and Artifact Hate in Kongala, a card I've recently fallen in love with. We have our big thing that people really don't want to have to deal with in Battle Mammoth. We have Vorniclex for our ace card, and then we have the Symbiosis just in case. Now, when it comes down to it, I had to add a bunch of swamps into this deck at different points. Forests into this deck at different points, because the mana base is hard to curve out with just a little bit. You'd think in mono green there'd be no problem, but unlike this deck over here, which is playing a 2-drop, a 3-drop, a 4-drop, a 5-drop, and a 7-drop, we are playing a lot of 3-drops. A lot of them. And a hand like this does me nothing, because I can't get to Kongala with just this hand, which is, I wouldn't want that hand anyway. Yan, okay. You can email this guy, I guess. I don't know why he would do that, but maybe he got dared or something like that. Honestly, 2 ram throughs with a Toski is nothing, so we'll take the Toskis. Having a ram through later on won't be a problem. We don't play any Great Horns. I'm trying to steer clear of Great Horn, to be honest with you. I feel like I use it in too many decks, and that's because it's really good at getting lands out, but I need to just build decks with more lands then. And that was one of the problems I had with this deck, was I wasn't putting enough lands in it. So we're drawing lands pretty good. The recoveries act as lands, and the one Symbiosis is a land too. It really helps people to think like we're spooked and we're like kind of backed into a corner, if that makes any sense. Yanban? Naxi? Okay. Just kind of moving on here. I'm fairly certain that this is Foretell the Angels. If you haven't seen my Foretell deck, check it out. My Foretell deck is just fun. You know, that's what I do. I love to build fun decks. Competitive decks are just, I mean, they come and go, man. But fun decks, they're fun. So War Leader is really bad for us to see here without a spider in hand. We can't really Blizzard Brawl that. I know we're playing Blizzard Brawl in a deck with a bunch of 1/1s and like 2/3s and things, and I know. Okay. Well, let's see here. There's a Vorniclex. Can always Vorniclex. But I'm gonna Toski just to kind of distract him and end my turn. I haven't seen the Snow Black Strictly Better Magic deck yet, but I know that one of my friends was pretty interested in it when he saw it a little bit ago. Well, we're definitely gonna block the 4/4. Another Blizzard Brawl is not good here. We're just gonna have to call this one, boys. Not drawing any of our stuff that puts +1/+1 counters on was a little rough. Normally our Torskis are around, or Toskis are around like a 3 or 4 by then. Alas. And I wanted to see how good Toski was. Don't worry, I will build a mono green Toski Mutate deck that I think can be competitive. It's gonna have to have 2 Vorniclex in it though. And it's also going to have to probably be in historic so that we can play the card that when a bunch of cards enter the graveyard, put it back into your library, or when it enters the graveyard, put all your cards in your graveyard back into your library. I think that's how it works. It's like a sword or something like that. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but Mill with the Styrex is like just asking for trouble constantly. And that's all that deck really comes down to. So having a Battle Mammoth on our first draw is never a bad idea. And we're not ever going to complain about it. Seeing it in our opening hand is a whole nother story. We're not too happy to see it then. That's why I don't play 4 copies of it. I only play 2 copies of it. Some of that is because I don't have the other copies, but it is a mythic and I have more mythics than I have rare, so I could cast more of it, and I might, if it's good enough for the Mutate deck, I'll probably use it, because the Mutate deck's gonna have plenty of land. We're never gonna be screwed in the Mutate deck. Definitely gonna fight one of these things this turn, because I'll have to fight the other one next turn. Well, not fight it, but you know, blap it. Get in. I don't know why he would block. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I can't have the same bear as you. Your bear's brown. I'm brown. I'm glad we can get along like this, friend. Look at that. He's a 3/3, and I'm gonna have to fight him in the snow. We're gonna have a brawl in the snow, y'all. Actually, yeah, I might as well. That's right, motherfucker. And then check it. I'm gonna waste this on this Recluse, but I could have just saved it for when my Vorniclex comes out. Oh. Make sure you always play misplays like you meant to do it. I feel like this is mono white, yeah. Got a pacifism. Oh. Excuse me, I do not mean to yawn in your ear. I'm simply we'll play the Battle Mammoth then, because we'll be able to draw a card if he uses another like pacifism or something. No, not yet. We'll just end the turn there. Alright. Are you gonna scry, bad boy? Gain 3 life, what the fuck? He must have the one card in hand. I'm just gonna blow this up, get in, because he'll have to block with the Charming Prince if he wants to stop me. Beautiful. As long as they both, oh no they don't, because they're 2/2s, that's right. Intern. What are we working with here? Man, you're playing a lot of cards in that deck. You got the whole world in that deck. Oh, you let me draw a card? Oh, you give me Toski. Thank you. Awesome. I'll play the Toski. Draw a card next turn, more than likely, because I'll Vornaclex fight. We'll probably draw a land. Wow, look at that flyby, girl. My goodness. If we don't draw a land, we could always draw. Ooh, that's what I wanted to see right there. Give me that. Give me that. Well, I don't need to fight the thing with Vornaclex anymore. Boop. He can still fight, my friend. Get in. He's not gonna let that in. If he lets that in, that's gonna be the best day ever. Oh, I was gonna have the SpongeBob Best Day Ever song play. Do you ever feel like the music in these games changes with what you're doing and like how the state of the game is going? Or like, do you think they just like did enough research that every time somebody was playing the game, an intense moment would happen around like however long it's been, like 7 minutes? 2 Vornaclex. Yep, let's do it. Get in. Draw a card. Ooh, that's nice actually. I'll take that. Blap. Because I can play that. Ooh, draw another card. Sick. You draw so many cards in this deck. It's unbelievable. Having a Great Henge in this deck, like 3 Great Henges in this deck, would just be amazing. Why don't I do it? Well, let me tell you a story about my Rada deck. In my Rada deck, I have always, if a long game has come my way, I have always drawn a Great Henge off off the top when I needed it. Like if I was gonna be able to survive, you better bet I fucking drew that Great Henge. And I playing one copy of that card for so long has just spoiled me as to the amount of times that I can get it. And just filtering out your deck, getting lands out of your deck is so good when you want to put yourself in a top deck situation at the end of the game. Being in a top deck situation is not necessarily a bad thing, but if you're top decking lands, you're fucked. If you're top decking not lands, you're gonna be alright. It is a battlefield with counters. Well, this thing's gonna be fucking huge because of Vornaclex. I'll give it to Vornaclex, yeah. Make him an 8/8. Sick. Ooh, we'll fight. Boop, boop. Draw so many cards with this deck. I was stuck on 4 mana. I don't know. I mean, look at this. This poor man. He was stuck on 4 mana. I had 10 mana. I didn't even like... I didn't search for any. I just had enough draw specs. And that's basically the deck right there. You draw a bunch of cards and fight a bunch of shit. That's it. Because you draw so many cards, you get all of your lands out and you get all of your fight spells out and you just kind of fight shit all the time. The whole deck, you're just fighting shit and it's badass. That has been the deck. I haven't named it yet. I will probably name it a Phyrexian in the Snow. This is what I'll probably name it. But as you can see, if you really want to build a +1/+1 counter deck, it is so easy to do. 3 Symbiosis, 4 Vornaclex. You could play 4 of these, but you're gonna need a lot more mana dorks than what I'm offering. Battle Mammoth, want to draw cards. Toski, Glowstone, Migratory Greathorn, Ram Through, Uprising, Blizzard Brawl, and Guardian Gladewalker will be all the cards you need. You're going to need a lot of lands, so you'll want 4 copies of everything except for the Symbiosis, in my opinion. Now, trust me, that deck is great. And then you can even play whatever the fuck else you want in this deck. You could play it in that deck. You could play more mutate, and even in this deck, you could play more mutate. You could play bigger creatures. You know, I was really trying to avoid going too heavy, so that's why this is a land. I cap out at 6 mana, but I also cap out at 6 mana in another way because I play mostly 3 mana cards. If you haven't listened to one of my rants about 3 mana magic, don't worry, another one will be coming. The win rate of this deck is, I think it's 50. Let's find out. I'll take you over to Untapped GG. Thank you, Untapped GG, for allowing me to use this for content. Overall statistics. Ooh. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay, we're looking for this. View deck statistics. Send this to the back. Cut. So, the deck is a 67% win rate, and you win 83% of the time on the draw. And I've played 6 matches in less than 30 minutes. This deck is so fun, and you draw so many cards, you just don't have to worry. Check it out. I will probably not put the because you can find me on here. You can find me on Untapped GG, so I will probably not put the deck in the description. Just come check it out. I want everybody to use Untapped GG because it's fucking badass. Thanks